Just a few days ago, we heard that our parish will be receiving a new priest as our associate pastor on July 1st. For most of us, we don't know this man at all. He's a stranger to us at this moment. Recently, we've come to know a little about him, though, through Father Simon. We've heard that this priest is newly ordained, that he's a companion of the cross, and that apparently he's a good soccer player. On the weekend, there was even a photo on our slides showing us a picture of his face. So now we know a little bit of what he looks like. But we must make room for his arrival in our hearts. So just as the new priest is scheduled to arrive on July 1st, so too does that mean that Father Jim and I must leave soon. It's only then that we may all make room in our hearts for this new arrival, so that we can get to know him personally in our hearts. When he arrives, you may see him face to face, and then begin to build a friendship with him, getting to know him, and maybe even inviting him into your homes. The coming events and this transition I have just described actually parallels our gospel reading today. Here Jesus is preparing his disciples for the changes that are to come. He is preparing them for his departure when he goes to heaven in the Ascension, something we will celebrate this Sunday. But Jesus does not abandon us. He will send the Holy Spirit in his place. It's only in this way that we as his disciples can come to know God's Holy Spirit personally. The receiving of God's Holy Spirit is what we celebrate in 2 weeks' time when we celebrate Pentecost. After describing the transition that was to come, we hear Jesus in the Gospel say, and I quote, "But because I have said these things to you, sorrow has filled your hearts. I tell you the truth, it is to your advantage that I go away. For if I do not go away, the Advocate, the Holy Spirit, will not come to you. It is when I go that he will be sent to you." Similarly, I know personally that my heart is full of sorrow at the thought of leaving this July. But it is necessary that I go, because if I do not go, the new priest will not come. And the people of Ottawa will not experience the same parish renewal that we have all experienced and we now benefit from here at St. Benedict. I'm certain that Jesus did not want to leave his friends either. He had a heavy heart when it was time for the Ascension to go to heaven. But he knew that it was in everyone's best interest for him to go. It was not a time for him to be selfish. Jesus knew that the people would not be abandoned, that his Holy Spirit would come down upon them, filling them with strength and a boldness to proclaim the good news. And this would only happen if Jesus made room for this person of the Holy Spirit to arrive and to dwell with his disciples. So as we prepare for Jesus' ascension this weekend and the clergy transitions that are to come, may we be comforted by the fact that these changes are necessary for us to grow in faith, to deepen our courage, and to empower all of us to go and make more disciples of all nations. May God bless.